Hey Larry, Becky here. Hey, couple things. I think the next step is to figure out what we're going to do. We have a couple of choices. We can spend some time optimizing this site, your current site that we just got going, so that you can show up on Google Organic Search. That's the first thing that we can do. Or we can focus on getting you up in Denver. So for the for the 400 a month, I probably can't focus on all keywords in Louisville and put the site up this month, but I can either get the whole site up and target one extra keyword in Louisville, or just really focus on Denver and try to get that. Here's what I'm thinking. You have a lot of presence in Louisville with your listing right here anyway, okay? And that redirects to Louisville Therapy, or Therapy Louisville CO. And looky there, you're number 2 in the organic listing already, just because we chose that great URL name. So if anybody types in Therapy Louisville CO, you're in a really good standing. Now, there are several other keywords. In fact, let me somewhere down here I have a list. Here we go. So there's several other keywords here that we should be targeting, and I'm not sure what you want to do. Therapy is the highest trafficked word nationwide, and it's also, they could be looking for different things like physical therapy and occupational therapy and whatever. But all of these kind of have that issue. Some are counselors confused with attorneys at times, and this could be credit counseling. But in general, these are the top 4 traffic terms for our industry. Now, obviously psychologist isn't you, but if you wanted to dip into the couples counseling, marriage counseling stuff, that would be a good thing to do. So I think what I would like you to do is to pick 4 words that we can map out as words that we're going to try to place in the top position for on Google for this site. And what we'll do is we'll take one at a time and work towards getting there. You're already there for therapy, so let's work on getting there for maybe counseling or something like that, or whatever. One thing to think about, marriage counseling has 368,000, as does psychotherapy. But some people in some regions, what I have noticed is that marriage counseling may not be what's typed in as much as couples counseling. Now there's a huge disparity between the volume, 368,000 versus couples therapy, which is only 49,000. But particularly in California, I've noticed that I've got a lot more action on couples counseling for some therapists that I've helped advertise out there, mainly from pay-per-click campaigns, than marriage counseling. They seem to type that in more. They seem to come to the site more. The message seems to fit. So, just think about that, and think of the people that you have worked with well. What would they have typed in? Couples counseling or marriage counseling? Okay? And that may help you to determine one of those words that would fit best for your site. Again, these are national search volumes, so it's pared down. If we assume that the terms carry the same amount of weight in smaller portions in Louisville, then you can just strictly go by these numbers. But use whatever feels right to you, and then pick 4 terms, and we'll have that as an optimization goal for this site, and we'll just work on it, as much as possible. Choose one at a time and try to get ranked in the organic, and then pick off the next one and just keep going. So I guess the other question would be, where does the Denver site fit in from your perspective? I guess one way of looking at it is, okay, you have some presence in Louisville, let's go attack Denver, because right now you pretty much don't have presence there. So let's go ahead and get a site up, and let's start driving Google Maps to it, and see if we can get you ranked for, therapy, Denver therapy, with our downtown Denver therapy URL. That's probably what I would do first if I were you, and then I would worry about optimizing further later. That's why you have a 6-month contract. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, okay? I'm going to also write some stuff on blogging, some things that you can do to work on that. And in fact, let me just show you something while I'm in here. Let's see. Well, here's what I would say. I would Google Alerts. Google Alerts, okay? And the reason is, this is the note I'm writing to you. Let me just go ahead and save this. I don't know why my system is not scrolling very well. Okay, it is saved. Let me just find some of my Google Alerts, because you may already know about these, but they are a great feed for blog topics. So you can, I write hardship letters for a business. That's one of the gazillion things I do. So I have a bunch of alerts set up, but you can go out to Google and you can say, I want to set up an alert for whatever keyword you give it. And you can tell it, I want news alerts and blog alerts. And every day you will get something in your inbox about whatever topic. So you could have couples therapy, you could have mindfulness, marriage counseling, you could have psychotherapy, you know, anything at all. You could have childhood trauma, and you will get news alerts, and you can write about that. Now, one thing that I think we should do is have this somewhat driven by the keywords that we're going to try to target. So it could be, you know, psychotherapy, therapy, mental health, whatever, pretty general terms. And then let's say that you get, you know, some articles in. You can very easily create a blog post for that, okay? So you can say, you can find any kind of article or anything that you get, and then you can just say, you know, so-and-so reported on this day that couples therapy is highly effective for, you know, couples where one person has an addiction or something like that, whatever. And you can just basically comment, add a little value to the post that you're reading, and then we can use that as content on your site and include a keyword in it to point to the page that we're really trying to get ranked highly. You know, for instance, counseling, Louisville, Colorado. Okay, so we could say something. You could say something about couples counseling, blah blah blah. If you're interested in, you know, counseling in Louisville, Colorado, click here, and we will give it a link to the page that we're going to optimize on your site for that. So hopefully that makes sense. Once you have a blog post out there, you can also then you know, do your LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook thing with it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't, and we can talk more about it. And let me know where you want to put your priorities, whether it's the Denver site or whether it's filling this one out first and getting more rankings and then moving to the Denver site focus. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.